your relationship, like all relationships are like a bank account, right? You need to put in a lot more deposits
Mm.
before you make any withdrawals, right? And there's research that shows that humans in general just need like 5 or so positive interactions for every negative one, right? Because that's just kind of how relationships work. If you were with a partner or spouse and you had a whole bunch of negative relationships and interactions and one positive, you would just be not, you'd be reconsidering. So it's the same with our kids. Like any relationship, we want to be able to be putting those deposits into that bank account before we withdraw. And so right now your bank account's in a debit.
Yeah.
You
I
got
need to go borrow money.
you got relationship debt. So if you think about that, right? If you wanted to, if you were in a space with your husband and things had been kind of bad for a while, what would you do to kind of get yourselves back on better footing and together more?
Change perspective, do something different.
Yeah, and you might make sure you have a date night. You might, just some of those things. You would invest in the relationship. You would invest some time and energy in the relationship. And so I think that this is the idea of like kind of connect before you correct. Like you need to connect with your daughter, not on a role to role level, but on a soul to soul level. Like on a, I'm connecting with you and I'm interested in you and your life. So I would encourage you to date your daughter. Put some intentional time into the relationship where you are finding things to do that you could do together. But what can you think of if I throw out that idea of dating your daughter? What are some things
Yeah.
that come to mind for you
So
that you could do together?
I've been thinking about that because I've been thinking like I need more connection with her. And there's some things that she loves doing, but I have no interest in. I like video games or Legos or things like that, or playing cards. So I'm thinking like I have to make an effort, even if I'm not really truly genuinely interested, like just make an effort to like do it with her, even if it's not something that I enjoy fully.
Yeah, exactly. Like you got to meet her in her world right now. Okay, so video games, playing cards, and Legos. Out of those, which is the least icky?
The cards. I'll pick the cards.
Okay, cool.
Well, the other day we kind of play on the way home. You know, she had the cards with her. We walked from the bus stop home and we played cards. And something that we've been doing at nighttime, she wants me to go in bed with her, and I do. I go with her, and she wants to play with her stuffies.
Mm-hmm.
So we do that, and she's been loving that I kind of make funny voices with one of her stuffies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that I enjoy fully. So I'm good with doing that. So I think I have to like maybe make an effort to, instead of that being 10 minutes before, maybe half hour before bedtime. So we
I mean,
can.
yeah, you don't have to go crazy, but I think that, like, yeah, that sounds like a really nice connecting moment with her. And yeah,
Mhm.
maybe playing cards and just thinking about wanting to put those. Yeah, just I would encourage you to just be intentional about trying to make those times of connection. And then tell her, like, when you do the stuffies and you snuggle in bed, it feels so good in my heart to connect with you, or
Yeah,
whatever you might say.
I tell her when we do that, I tell her this is my favorite part of my day, being here
Mm.
for bedtime.
Mm. Oh, that's
Mhm.
so sweet. Yeah. And that is probably like helping her. So that's great. Yeah. So I would encourage you to do that. Like look for those moments of connection, play the cards, do the stuffies, and even like try to kind of catch her in good moments or like, because, our brains are like Velcro for negative things. Like try to just appreciate the things that when she does help, like appreciate
Mhm.
it. Like, hey, thank you so much for doing X. That made my life easier. I really appreciate it.